Live, actually, for reals. Um, Technical difficulties as usual. I'm still waiting for a better alternative to OBS. Someone please make. But so yeah, what's on the agenda this week? So last week, if you tuned into our pre-Thanksgiving show, you would have treat with doing some art updates on two specific robots, which are this guy, Excel 1000, and this guy, which is Get 1000. And these are kind of like the last two robots that I really think need some solid art updating. So I started updating them last week. This guy's coming out pretty good. This is a sketch I did last week of this robot. Have him in a better silhouette and a better pose. This art was done like in this art right here was done in like 2013. This doesn't stack up. We made his art a long time ago without ever actually putting him in the game, but now he is in the game, so he's getting better art. And then we have Excel 1000 over here, which has a cool first art and cool final art. But the middle form, the war turtle, as it were, I don't like the silhouette. It does not show up well on a card because it's really long and thin and skinny. And when you're in like a card frame that's a big square, it just doesn't actually look very good. So I need to get him better pose. And last week, I redesigned him. I had like a few designs going, but like I kind of focused down on this one for a while, but I really couldn't get it to look right because it just looks like a dude that doesn't really look like a whole robot. So I'm going. Then I kind of did a sketch near the end of the stream that looked better, but I guess it got lost when Photoshop crashed the stream. So I'm going to redo it again. No, it's not. I think I have a pretty solid idea of what I want to do. But half the fun of these streams is watching I fiddle around with sketches for 4 hours trying to get a real design down. Boom. And now while I around announcing that I live to Ryan should be joining me in a bit. He may join me tonight as well. But yes, thank you for joining me on this post-Thanksgiving stream of. I think somebody just joined me, but who is it? Bloop. Oh, it's Ryan. Hello, Ryan. How are you? He'll figure out how to get his mic working a bit. So anyway, yeah, robots. So let's see, I had a pretty solid idea last week where and that was the last we heard. God bless his. So let's see. I think what I'm actually gonna. So I was trying really hard to like redesign the level 2 robot here from scratch and making it look generally cooler. But I think the actual design isn't that good. So I decided near the end, like, you know what? Maybe I'll just stick with the same basic design and just put it in a better pose that's like top down. and therefore will take up more of the card frame and therefore look better. So I will do that. And then, so yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put this guy in a better. I'm gonna put this guy in a better pose, but I'm still gonna see if I can make it look distinctly different from his level 1's pose. Which is the guy over here. And look the same, but roughly different. Let's see. It's the start of the stream. That means it's time for me to go over what happened with AEGIS this week. Well, I am working on a very important, awesome side project. So that took up the first few days, and it's highly confident. So I can't really talk about it. So enticing. But all right. See here. So yeah. First few days was spent working on that, and then the last 2 days I've been reconciling some of our feedback from PAX Unplugged, which is we met with our manufacturer, and then we did some stuff about how we did some stuff about how the certain parts of the game eventually need some thinking, like component wise, and then I did that. That's what I've been doing. And by that I mean the punch boards for the game. That's the most exciting thing ever, figuring out geometry. I love geometry. So yeah, the 100 robots in the box, hard to fit all of them in the box. So it's been a lot of stuff. Figuring that out. A lot of tasks figuring that out. What else? Yeah, I finally nailed down a design that I think is good. I'm gonna pass it off to the manufacturer tonight, and I'm sure our contact will get back to us and tell us if anything. But it's really not super different from the version, so it should be fine. And then when that's done, I can finally redesign the final version of the robot standees, aka the pieces that you actually play with. And then I can send those files over, and then lo and behold, the game will actually be really close to being printed. The last thing that really needs to be done is just a look over of the rulebook, where I just sit down with that for a few hours, and I probably change a bunch of fonts around and see if I can just make it smaller with fewer pages. Because right now I think it's a little just bloated and big in terms of the page count, but that's not going to be that bad. And then the game will be pretty much done, and then we can finally just hit the ship button and it'll go into manufacturing, and then at that point we start really hammering down on the campaign book, which is being made on a separate pipeline, and then we can make that digitally deliverable. In time with the actual physical game coming out. And we're also looking into making physical copies of that campaign book too, and just having them printed locally. But honestly, maybe if we get it done fast enough, I can just have China do it and print out many more copies. Though supporting local businesses is honestly much more preferred than sending all of our money to China. But oh my god, the prices here are so high. Especially if you're doing a small print run. Even like several hundred is a small print run. It's very expensive. So that's the idea. Bomb. Vegas Sarah said hello in the chat. Oh, I have to change the name of the stream. To post turkey art stream. There we go. Perfect. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Oh yeah, I didn't post on Twitter that I am live. Whoop. Hit on that. There we go. Hey, just got a very important Twitter follow from AEGIS Defenders, the other AEGIS game with an anime-inspired art style that everyone should check out. We have a really cool crossover art with them that we got at PAX West. And their company is led by a guy named Bryce, and our company is led by a guy named Breeze, who is me. And we're a match made in heaven. We both made a game called AEGIS. Pretty great. So, yeah, that's let's see here. So alright, let's see here. Ryan is trying to figure out his mic, but in the meantime I'll continue to do the Lord's work. And by that I mean draw robots. Alright, let's see. Look at this stupid jet fighter robot have a design, and let's see if we can make it look cool. That would be the most ideal, is if the design looked cool. Before I do that, let me put my computer in a nice ventilated spot. Alright. It's a shame that Sketch got blown up last week, because that would have saved me probably 20 minutes. It was probably not as good as I remember it being. So let's something AEGIS. So yeah, this last week, and we're doing them sexy punch boards. We do our punch boards in Adobe Illustrator, and then we assemble the actual graphics together in like Photoshop and InDesign. And that's the idea. InDesign is the more technical way to do things. Photoshop is the more cut and dry, messy way that I do a lot of things. Do we have a Ryan?
I have cracked the code, and all it took was completely resetting my voice settings in Discord.
Excellent. Alright, I can hear an echo on your end. Do you have headphones?
I do, but they're just so good.
So Saul. Alright, Ryan, excellent.
Can you still hear anything?
Let's try. Nope, can't. Alright, sweet. Hello, Ryan, how are you this evening? Welcome to the Zephyr Workshop stream.
I exist. Despite repeated attempts to be a better me and actually figure out how this platform works.
Yeah, right?
I feel like a hacker right now.
Because you went into Discord's like 3 menus of settings.
Hacker man.
I don't think Discord's settings are very complicated, Ryan.
I don't, but I also have. I'll send a picture to the AEGIS check. It's kind of funny. I have both of my monitors on my desk, but I lost the cable for one of them, so it's not on. So as opposed to just putting Twitch on my second monitor, I have it on my laptop.
Yeah?
So I'm surrounded by screens.
Oh, that was great. I remember the day we launched our Kickstarter. It was just like some random weekday, and everyone comes home and they just see me surrounded with like 3 or 4 laptops and 2 phones as a manager. I was like, on the day we did our Kickstarter in like May, yeah, like I looked like Lucius Fox. I was like, what is going on?
So what did I miss?
I was talking about AEGIS business this week. I did some punchboard stuff.
I see.
Indeed.
Yes.
And now, the time is ours to kill, sir.
Excuse me. Sorry.
So,
Pulls open repeated tabs.
we have 3-2 in chat, who I hear is a very cool guy. You know, maybe I'm just being completely thrown off by how stupid this robot's head is shaped. Because, like, where's my little Valkyrie? Here he is.
So, you want to hear something funny?
What's
I don't
fun?
have very much AEGIS related to talk about, but I have random stuff to talk about.
Okay, Ryan, that sounds great.
I don't know how much you already went over though. So.
What random stuff do you have to talk about, Ryan?
I sense ire. Without getting too into it, I recently moved into a new place and I have a roommate of some variety. And
Is it Manjeet?
bedroom is directly across from mine, and they're a very light sleeper. And my keyboard's from 1997, so it's the old clackety one.
Have you considered not having a 1997 keyboard?
See, the thing with that is I really like the old clackety ones. They're literally just the best. But I'll be up typing something at like 3 a.m. and she'll come over and she'll be like, "What the hell are you doing?"
Excellent, Ryan.
Typewriter in here.
Also, your voice is coming in kind of quiet when compared to the background music. I'm not really sure why that is.
Let me see.
I did put your voice volume up,
Alright, cool.
but it still sounds quiet.
Quiet boy.
You are a quiet boy, Ryan.
We only have 2 level 1s with Jet, don't we?
Correct.
I see. Okay.
Alright, I think I have a silhouette.
Still getting situated.
It's okay. I
have
spend my whole life getting.
Chinese food.
From which local place, Ryan? How would you review your local Chinese food?
It was so bad I don't remember what it was called.
Was it from Foodworks?
I got it for the sheer novelty of being able to get Chinese food delivered to my front door.
Yeah?
It's a rarity in these parts.
Is it? I don't know if that's
When
true.
last time you got Chinese delivered?
I don't.
Exactly.
The whole point of Chinese is that it's cheap. You don't want to pay a delivery fee.
Well, yeah, but if the delivery fee is $2.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. That's like a 20% markup for what the food costs.
Yeah, it is. But you don't have to go get it. And that's worth it. I would have spent $2 in gas.
I guess that's fair.
It was very mediocre. I ordered the seafood chow food, and I should have had lights dinging in my head when he repeated it back to me as shrimp and scallop chow food.
Yeah?
And I'm like, I see. I got chow food.
I don't think a scallop is a crustacean.
You're right. I'm just bad at everything. The 3-2 has such a weakness for jets. Same.
Indeed.
Oh well.
As usual, we have Studio Ghibli Jazz on in the background.
Is that what you have playing in the background today?
Yeah, but this time it's not the usual video that I have played in the background. It is a 24-hour live stream of Ghibli piano music, which is effectively the same thing, but
One day. But.
not today.
Suspense. One day I'm gonna have to choose the music for stream. It'll be great. Have you seen at the marvelous breadfish?
Yeah, exactly. Just have Weeble looping in the background.
went to Chicago for the robotics team because I did battle bots for some of the chat people who don't know. I don't know any of you, but now you know. So I did battle bots in high school, and I went to Chicago once, and I was the only one who brought my laptop, and I bought an HDMI cable, so I determined what went on the flat screen in the hotel.
Yeah.
And I would tuck away my laptop behind like the entertainment center, and I'd hook up the HDMI cable and I would play a 24-hour bread dish. But I'd have it running all day, but I'd have it muted.
Yeah.
So just like a moving screensaver.
That's good.
But like I had it play all day. I had it play while we were gone. The maids came in, they cleaned. And that was just on in the background.
That's good, Ryan.
I can only imagine they had a blast.
Have you seen the marvelous bread dish? Has anyone considered... So right now I'm continuing off of last week, finding trying to do a better art for Excel 1000, the war turtle of robots. And it's like I'm having issues.
My laptop is being rude. There we go. All better.
So like the key here is to just try to make this... Yeah, I don't like this one either. Almost.
So you're making a new version of At Walls Level 2, you said?
Yep. You got it. Yep.
I don't know, I kind of like
Pipe
pipe arms.
arms.
You just tilt his head like 45 degrees and give him pipe arms, I guess is the word.
Yeah, pretty much.
What if you just stick legs on level 1?
That's what I'm trying to basically do, but I can't find a good pose for it.
Like a mini Excel.
I mean, that's kind of like what I was doing last week.
Give him a gun sword, that'd be cool.
You got a sniffle over there, boy?
I am.
I could tell.
I'm sorry. Gets to work. I like where this one's going.
Yeah, right.
Like the more upright thing really accentuates the A-type aspect as opposed to him just like laying down.
Yeah. I think so too. But yeah, the problem I was having last week was making... I guess it looked too much like a midget XL gun.
Midget with a shotgun.
Not even really a midget XL gun. It just looked like XL gun with no legs. So maybe I should just try to... Like, I still have the sketch right.
Sagan after he kills 50 men.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, exactly. So like, there's the one from last week. It actually looks really cool, but it just looks like XL gun with no legs.
Where is that one? Oh, is that what you just...
Yeah, so I just made it pop up there.
Oh. The way that it's like glitching over the current drawings makes it look like a horrible monster.
That's what I try to draw. I try to draw horrible monsters.
At its core, this is really just like a Cthulhu mythos.
Yeah?
Shit.
Is that true?
I mean, it can be. It shouldn't be, but it can be. I feel like Cthulhu, like the whole Cthulhu mythos stuff is like really controversial in whether or not people love it or despise it.
Probably, I think the only people who despise it probably just despise it because it's so overused.
Probably. Do you think it lays on like the same axis as like steampunk?
Yeah, pretty much. Steampunk's really cool, but it's really, really overused.
Yeah,
And it became like a meme.
It became a meme.
I've seen some very disparaging comments about Poppet online.
What is the very disparaging comment about Poppet? Is it on the Discord?
No, I think it was just like some random forum post somewhere where they were just like, man, I hate that the character designs are so bad. Look at Poppet. She's just a steampunk whatchamacallit or whatever.
Oh.
And I'm like, you leave Poppet alone. She's precious.
Let's get a trade.
This was a while ago, I think.
Can I actually curious?
It's always interesting to actually see critical commentary from like secret little message boards, because then they're just like they really don't hold back. It's actually just very fascinating. Dun.
I just found the part in the Aegis on the Discord where people are talking about the Yu-Gi-Oh cross fiction.
Oh, yeah. We had some really lively discussion in the Discord of Aegis earlier today, where Aegis crossover, Aegis story / fanfiction in the style of Yu-Gi-Oh, which really doesn't not fit, honestly.
It can not fit, but you gave them the okay.
Absolutely. I feel like every character in Aegis should be as hammy as possible at all times, just like in Yu-Gi-Oh. You're just a half-rate duelist with a third-rate deck. Screams at a child.
What is Diane's robot's name? The ARM 777?
Yeah. Yeah, maybe I'll actually just give Excelgun. I'll give little mini Excel here. Sweet, like Jehudi legs. Where they're obviously not really meant They're standing, but they still count as legs.
They still count as legs. Put guns on the legs.
Put guns on the legs? You got it.
Give him gun toes. Can we have a G-type commander eventually named Gunto?
Gunto?
Spelled G-U-N-T-O, and then there's an E or a W.
and then an E, and then a W. Yeah, I'll do some special. I'll do some special art for Gunto later, maybe.
I just realized we don't have a G-type commander named Gunner. It's like the really straightforward one. Like obscenely straightforward.
I like to keep our commander names Googleable, thank you.
Google's Diane.
Yeah, right. Tell me about it. There's still time for me to change Diane's name. We haven't hit the print button yet.
Change Diane's name. Google Sheridan.
The hell I can't.
Google's Nolan. It's okay. They don't have to be Google if they're all just really good names. Everything I know about art I've gotten from you. So far, all I know about art is the line isn't right until you draw it literally 7 times.
You bet it. Yeah, you got it, man. That's art.
Who needs school?
To be fair, that's like a valuable lesson. I didn't even learn it from my college.
$40,000. Make sure you draw this line at least into the double digits before it's right. I don't care if the first one is perfect, you're wrong.
An actual art college would be like, oh yeah, that line, yeah, okay. Yeah, so yeah, where's our tuition money? Oh, okay, cool, yeah, you do you.
It's supposed to be. Ooh, boy.
Yeah, I think I like how this one's coming along, actually. That's good.
On a different note, is Aegis appearing at any cons in the near future?
In what region of the country?
Literally any region of the country.
Literally any region of the country.
Probably the West Coast.
Yeah, no, maybe there's like I forget if there's like a small one. I forgot when. I think OrcaCon is like a thing. And then,
Go to OrcaCon. I have no clue what it's about, but it sounds awesome.
I think OrcaCon is the same weekend as PAX South. So the question, we still don't really know.
Same weekend.
Yeah, we're gonna like figure out if we're going to PAX South or not. And if we're not, we're just gonna go to OrcaCon. That seems like it would make a little bit more sense. But
I actually don't care. But
yeah.
I need to know ASAP.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's important for you.
Yeah.
LOL.
It literally depends where the plane goes.
Yeah, you just show up in San Antonio. Oh, hey, yeah, we didn't really feel like going. We just went to OrcaCon instead.
But you booked the Airbnb. Yeah. Sorry. Sleeps on the streets of San Antonio for 5 days. Or 4 days and just gets shanked on the 5th. Well, I mean, because a plane is about the same price price either way.
Yeah,
It doesn't really matter to me.
yeah, planes suck like that.
Oh,
But
okay. I got scared for a second. I'm looking at the website and I saw tickets and it says the prices range from $0 to $250.
wait, for what?
OrcaCon.
Oh, yeah, I wonder, the $250 is probably like some sort of
It's
crazy, yeah, the VIP ticket.
So it's $65 for OrcaCon, or it's $80 for PAX South.
Realistically, if we go to OrcaCon, we'd be exhibitors. And I think we signed up for it or something. Or I know we sent like an inquiry. I don't handle that stuff. But yeah, I think we are going to go to PAX South because it's the only PAX we haven't been to. And we might...
PAX or whatever it's called.
Same thing as PAX West. But, so we haven't been to PAX South. And we kind of just want to go there for the sake of scoping it out.
I also still have badges available. Just let me know once the decision is finalized and I'll buy the ticket.
Of course.
Robots.
Alright, so let's see here. We got the mini Excel gun.
Is it ELOO? ELL triple O for profit?
Yeah. Oh, ELL 000.
Yeah.
Let's see.
What is Rios?
Ion 121.
Huh?
Ion 121.
Gracias.
Alright, so let's see. This guy looks pretty good. In terms of being a sketch, I think. Let's Control T, control horizontal, flip him. Of course, as always. Oh, he actually looks pretty good. Flipped over. I'm just gonna adjust him a little bit.
Oh.
Flip.
I'm just learning more things about Google Docs.
Right? Alright, let's see. So there's him. Alright. Let's just clean up this guy and then put some paint on him. Little Uzi Vert. Let's see here.
What is up with the giant no?
Oh yeah, that was there when the old art was standing there, so I was just like, first guy, okay, middle guy, no, last guy, okay. But I should probably change that no to a yes.
Awesome.
Do, 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 do. Dun, 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 dun.
You know, a movie I forgot existed.
Wait. I got this. This is Lucky Number 11.
No.
Okay.
Well, yeah, but no.
Which movie did you forget existed, Ryan?
Evan Almighty.
Oh yeah.
The one where Steve Carell makes the arc.
Yeah. Not many people remember that movie. I don't think Steve Carell remembers that movie.
Because Morgan Freeman told him it's gonna get wet. Steve, it's going to be wet.
That movie cost a lot of money to make.
Dang boat. I can only imagine it cost a lot of money to make. It had both Steve Carell, John Goodman, and Will. Did I call him Will Ferrell? No, I called him Morgan Freeman.
It was mostly the costs associated with getting all of the animals.
I assume most of the animals were CG.
No, I guess a lot of the animals were not CG.
Which is really good CG.
So yeah, they ended up spending a ton of money doing the logistics to get all those animals on set.
Hold on, I'm gonna Google it. Evan.
I think it had like some sort of ridiculous like $100 million, $200 million budget.
$200 million.
Yeah, it's like as much as it costs to make like a Marvel Cinematic Universe movie.
Evan Almighty box office $173.4 million.
Yes. Which is a darn respectable amount of money for just like, you know, a dumb comedy. But they probably shouldn't have spent $200 million making a comedy movie.
How much do you think Bruce Almighty made in box office?
Probably a decent amount.
The answer may surprise you.
How much did it make at the box office, Ryan?
You need to give me a guess first.
I'm gonna say $173 million.
So the last three digits are 84.6. Guess the first digit.
1?
4.
How much money did it make?
Bruce Almighty box office made almost $500 million.
Oh my god. Well, okay, well maybe their spending wasn't completely misguided.
Bruce Almighty literally made more than double what Evan Almighty made.
How much was the budget for Bruce Almighty?
15 years old.
How much was the budget for Bruce Almighty?
I'm gonna guess it was like $20.
Probably.
I mean, really, I think $80 million.
Well, you see, there you go. That's still pretty high budget for a comedy movie. And yeah, you shouldn't spend $200 million making a comedy movie, as it turns out. If you consider if Evan Almighty was a 2-hour long movie, that means each joke. Let's say that there's like about one joke every like 5 minutes. So that's like maybe like 4 or 5 minutes. Like one joke every 3 minutes. So that means there's about 20 jokes. 10 jokes times 3. 30 minutes. 20 jokes. About 20 jokes an hour. So let's say there's like 40 jokes. 40 dedicated jokes in the whole movie. And that means
That's pushing.
each joke in Evan Almighty was apparently worth like $5 million. It's $5 million per joke.
Every minute of Evan Almighty. If it's a 2 out here, I can Google it.
It's probably not even a 2 hour movie. It's probably like an hour and a half long because it's a comedy. How much of a complex character arc could Evan Almighty have?
6 minutes.
That's an hour and a half long.
So
That's $7.5 million per joke. Assuming there are still 40 jokes in an hour line in a 90-minute movie. How long did you say it was? You say 96 minutes?
every single minute of that movie cost them 2.83 or no 2. Cost them $2.08 million per minute.
That's Now imagine like in Evan Almighty there was probably some random scene of just like a zebra standing around or something. And
It costs $2 million.
Yep.
The scene where he shaves his beard, it costs $2 million.
Steve Carell's beard worth $2 million.
Oh, now I'm curious. Hold on.
How much Steve? What are you curious about? How much Steve Carell's beard is actually worth?
Do you... So do you know what other movie had the same budget as Evan Almighty?
Like Spider-Man 3?
The Titanic.
Hey,
Do
you know what movie had the same budget as Evan Almighty?
Evan Almighty and made more than Evan Almighty?
The Titanic.
Titanic?
Titanic had the same budget as Spider-Man 3.
Oh, I thought it was Evan Almighty. I was like, wait, what?
No.
I missed this.
Titanic had the same budget as Evan Almighty. That is,
It had less of a budget than Spider-Man.
I know Spider-Man 3 cost like $300 million to make, which was stupid.
Spider-Man 3's budget was $250 million.
I remember hearing it was the most expensive movie ever made at the time. Because man, that superhero movies, that's when they figured out it was gold.
$900 million.
But Spider-Man 3 was a masterpiece. It was the Citizen Kane of its time.
Budget. So the highest budget single movie of
Yep.
all time is Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides.
The highest what movie?
The highest budget
The highest budget movie was Pirates.
of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides, which
Does-
is like Pirates of the Caribbean fucking 5.
They spent that much money on Pirates 5?
$378 million.
Why? Why though?
The highest budget for back-to-back film production
Yeah.
was the Hobbit trilogy
Yeah.
at
Um,
$623 million.
That.
Benedict Cumberbatch to turn into a dragon.
Yeah. But still, that's like 3 movies, and each of those movies was like $200 million a piece, basically. So that kind of makes sense with normal.
Except for Workshop podcast. Before we talk about movies.
I'm still like kind of baffled that Evan Almighty had a higher budget than Titanic.
So a little bit more on topic. Pacific Rim 2 is a budget of $150 million.
Pacific Rim 2, the budget of Pacific Rim 2 is $50 million lower than Evan Almighty.
Why do they? I'm just imagining business executives like, oh, I know what that name is. It's a valuable brand to invest into. Yeah.
Oh my god. I wonder if they committed to the budget before Jim Carrey said no. And maybe that maybe that's what happened. Maybe they were like, okay, we got this greenlit, $200 million, Jim Carrey, and Jim Carrey was like, nah. Yeah, exactly. I don't do sequels anymore. I'm gonna go be a painter and talk about existentialism.
That was the moment.
Have you seen this thing on Netflix yet?
What was that? But
Jim and Andy.
that's my headcanon, is that they approved the budget before Jim Carrey walked away.
I still gotta watch this.
What, Evan Almighty?
No, Jim and Andy. I've already seen Evan Almighty.
What's Jim and Andy?
It's on Netflix, and it's Here, let me find a synopsis for you so I can just read a paragraph.
Clean up the line art,
Using
clean.
100 hours of footage from the set of Man on the Moon, filmmaker Chris Smith documents Jim Carrey's transformation into legendary performance artist and comedian Andy Kaufman.
What?
It is a documentary about Jim Carrey
Yeah?
turning into like a character for a movie.
That sounds more interesting than the movie. Was Man on the Moon a good movie?
I don't know.
Because now I wonder if the documentary is more interesting than the movie itself.
I don't think I've seen it. The movie is 18 years old.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I've seen it. It lost money in the box office.
Yeah, but so do a lot of good movies. And Evan Almighty.
$2 million budget made 47 in box office.
He tried.
I need to watch this at some point. Man, I have a lot of stuff on my watch list. I have like 2 episodes, I think, or 1 episode left of Stranger Things. I need to watch Jim and Andy. I've already watched all of The Punisher. I have to go see Coco at some point.
Coco is a freaking movie.
That's what I've heard. I watched all of American Idol, which I thought was fantastic.
You should bring that cousin of yours to see Coco.
Excuse me?
Whatever. I don't know how he's related to you.
Wait, what?
The kid. That brother. That son. Your relative. Yeah, your relative. That kid that you take to see movies.
Relation to you somehow.
The one that has a relation to you somehow, yeah. The only person you probably interact with on a regular basis that's less than 20 years old.
I see him once a month.
Exactly.
Maybe. Maybe. Right now I'm interacting with many, many, many children.
Yeah?
Because the house I'm in now, she runs a daycare out of her house.
Oh no. I hope you hide your collection of 200 Shivan dragons.
They're upstairs. They don't go upstairs. And excuse me, it's 217.
200
How
and
dare you belittle my achievement?
217 Shivan dragons.
This is all I have to live. I'm gonna get a combined total of 1% of all copies of Shivan Dragon ever printed, and then I'm gonna die.
I mean,
Drown myself in Shivan Dragons.
some people don't even have that many goals. That's a mighty goal.
What did I just buy? Where is that thing? Purchase history. So I just bought off of eBay that thing I sent you. I bought, and I don't think it's real, but I'm hopeful. It's cool.
Ryan, have you ever seen that clip of Jim Carrey talking to the lady at New York Fashion Week?
I didn't know. Is it funny?
It definitely made the rounds a while ago.
Goes to YouTube.
Yeah, just type in Jim Carrey New York Fashion Week. It is a wonderful 1 minute clip, basically.
I just completely had a brain fart right there. I forgot how to spell York.
There it is.
Y-O-U-R-K. Why isn't this working? Holy shit.
Right?
I don't believe that you exist. On the good foot. Yeah. Just starts making noises at the end. There is no me. Are we sure he's not on drugs?
I think he's on like a lot of drugs, actually. But he's also apparently become enlightened.
Does it get to that point? How many drugs do I have to do to become Jim Carrey? Who's tall and Canadian. I didn't just make that up, right? Jim Carrey's Canadian. I'm not stupid.
I would believe that Jim Carrey is Canadian.
I think I just bought a thing. Chinese. So I bought a Chinese Shivan Dragon, which is, I think, from 4th edition. I think I just did. Alright, that's cool. I'll take that. 4th edition Chinese.
There it is. Just keep buying Shivan Dragons, Ryan.
I mean, I don't know if anyone, anywhere, somehow, has answers to how many Shivan Dragons have ever been printed. I want this information.
Ask Mark Rosewater on his Tumblr.
Should I
Sheila.
go to Tumblr?
Yeah, just go ask Mark Rosewater on his Tumblr and be like, Mark, do you know how many Shivan Dragons have ever been printed?
Mark, help.
This is really important. Just be like, this is really important. Yeah?
I was thinking about this. Is I wanted to make a GoFundMe
Yep.
specifically with the intent of gaining the largest collection of Shivan Dragons in the world and posting that literally everywhere. Because I figure out of every 10 people, one person's gonna be like, "This is fucking great," and give me $5.
Sounds awesome.
$5 is like 20 Shivan Dragons.
That's pretty great. Just drive the market price up on Shivan Dragons.
Maybe I can retire. I bought my first stock today. I'm an adult now.
Was it Bitcoin?
I fucking wish. I remember 6 months ago. I'm like, man, I should really get into Bitcoin, but it's never gonna be above $7,000. Dude, how much Bitcoin is now?
You just hit 10K the other day,
It's fucking stupid.
right?
Black. Ugh. I am so.
Apparently sick.
I'm blatantly ill.
You should, perhaps
By the way.
rest.
I only get sick twice a year. I get sick at the beginning of summer and I get sick at the beginning of winter. So, winter is coming. I'm sorry. Able to check how many lovely people pre-ordered AEGIS combining robot strategy game over the course of PAX Unplugged.
Yeah, we got a pretty good amount of pre-orders. It was good.
Yay! People like the game.
People do like the game. That is the most important thing.
What are you working on right now? Is this new art for the AG type?
Yeah, this is the new AG type art. Technically speaking, AB 1000's art's also really kind of bad, but it's also like the best art ever. So maybe I won't fix it.
The fridge and then it turns into the mini fridge, or the mini fridge and then it turns into the fridge.
Pretty much, yeah. You're gonna have like this awesomely posed like AG robot, and then you're gonna have AB 1000.
Decision.
So-
What is this?
Don't get too distracted. You have work to do.
Okay, hear me out.
Alright, what do you got?
I need you to tell me what this is from, because I know this involves you.
Okay.
And I just randomly came across it on my desktop.
What could it possibly be?
You'll see.
Well, where are you going to send it to me?
You'll find out.
Okay. Sounds good.
Also Facebook, because I sent it on Facebook.
Alright, sounds good, fam.
Do you have any other robots on the docket tonight?
What? Nice story evolving. I have no idea what that is.
I know we've talked about it though, right?
You know, I'm not entirely sure.
There's no reason I'd have it if we didn't talk about it. I can think of literally. I did find another relic from the past. Let's see. There you go.
Where are you at? Oh yeah, absolutely. See, that's important.
We still need to do something with that.
Yeah, it'll happen.
No, I can't. I just made a mistake. I have to back out now before it's too late. I started up Stardew Valley.
No, yeah, don't do that. Remember you have tasks. You have tasks.
I'm doing the tasks.
Alright.
I'll just play for like 5 minutes.
No, that's not possible.
You're right. I closed it. I'm like, Ryan, you're better than this. Not by a lot, but a little, and that's enough. What is Ix's robots? I'm really bad at this.
ISO 100, which is still really silly, but what it is.
Instead of the Ixa 100.
Instead of, yeah, just the IXO 100, because that would make sense. The problem is that Esperiza is such a cool robot name. And Esperixa does not sound nearly as good. And at the same time, I don't want to change Ixa's name to Isa, because Ixa's a way cooler name than Isa. So now Ix... Yeah.
Because it has an X in it?
Yeah. It's wall. So have you...
What? The answer's probably no, I don't do a lot, but what's up?
No, you should do, you should catch up on, Yamato.
Oh, that's right.
And by catch up, I mean, yeah, by catch up, I mean only 2 more episodes have come out.
I should catch up on those 2 episodes. That'll take me a year, though.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. If you can manage to watch it week by week, it's so much easier to do that than to watch the whole thing in like one sitting.
It's less satisfying, though.
Is it?
Yeah.
You get to like
Gotcha.
you gotta like wait a week to see like the payoffs and stuff.
Yeah, but like you don't feel like anything's advancing. I don't know. Right now, the only show. So right now, my main squeeze by necessity is One Piece. Because
Stop.
I've stuck with it for so long, it's like a fucking common law marriage.
Yeah.
So I have to watch it. And it is maybe the most unsatisfying show to watch one episode at a time.
Yeah. Shows where things actually happen aren't like that.
Yeah, I'm sure, like seasonal shows or old shows that are just getting dubs that only had like 13 episodes.
Yamato is 26 episodes, thank you. Actually, when Yamato is getting...
6 episodes?
Yeah, it's 26. But yeah, when it was getting released, they only released 4 episodes once every few months. So it was like they were like releasing it in like a movie format.
How do... AEGIS. I have the same Google Doc on two different screens,
Yeah.
and I'm using one for reference and I'm editing the other one. And the one I'm using for reference keeps moving, and I'm like, what the hell's going on? And then I remember that happens when I hit enter, because this is a button, so it shifts down.
But
I am a special.
you'll get it eventually, Ryan.
No, I won't. That's okay. Oh crap. SOL 100?
Yeah. Saul. Spelled Saul, Ryan.
I'll be right back. I need tissues.
Please.
I'm sorry.
Do.
So I took it and threw it on the ground.
And he's back, everybody.
That's. I'm sorry. And then the final bell. Alrighty, and there's that. That looks really cool.
What?
I like that one a lot. I don't know why.
Yeah, this guy's coming out pretty alright.
Are his legs finished?
I only need to like touch up one of his feet, and he's like coming along pretty good. Yeah, I need to like, yeah, I just need to like touch up his feet a bit. But his feet are like less relevant than everything else.
Yes, the chicken feet.
He is the chicken feet. They make his gun look like a big gun.
As opposed to.
A tiny gun.
There's talk of checking sound levels. Is the other person supposed to be almost inaudible? I don't say anything important, so.
Very good. Ryan starts singing, Hello, Mr. Kaylor.
Tell me, have you seen the redfish?
Mr. Kaylor, can you hear him?
Ocean once. Have you seen the motherless redfish? It's like an inner sandwich. And oh, fish are landing sharks. Can I stop?
I wonder. No, don't stop. Never stop.
I wish I could sing. That'd be like awesome.
Yeah, right?
Well, it looks like we lost the fight.
What I hear is beautiful. And just barely. Ryan, fix your mic.
Full heart wrenching, actually. Thank you very much. I appreciate that I can rent charges.
I mean, that's interesting, because, yeah, I can hear you. But,
I'm sure you can. Hold on, let me unmute the stream for a second so I can hear me. Yeah, I am completely inaudible.
ugh, that's annoying.
I don't know what's wrong.
Boost your mic volume.
It is, but it is at 1%.
What do you mean by inaudible? Are you just really quiet?
I have my input at 100%, so I don't know what to do. I am lost in technology.
Well, I know, but are you really quiet, or is it just, like, sound muffled, or what?
I couldn't hear me at all.
That's weird. Are you, like, getting lost in the music? Or is it just, like, quiet?
Me?
Yeah. Who else am I talking to? Are you there?
I'm here.
I asked you a question.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yay!
But I asked you a question. What's going on?
What's the question?
Is nothing. I was just wondering if, like, is it just that the music is too loud compared to you, or what?
I could not hear me at all.
Good talk.
I could only hear your voice. I couldn't hear the music either.
You couldn't hear the music either?
Yeah,
Got it.
because of speakers.
I don't know, try talking now.
Rice is a commodity.
I like
that
what
many
I like
Asian
boosted.
cuisines rely on.
Excellent, thank you. Yeah, I just boosted the background audio a lot. No, I don't know. I have no idea. I can't hear the stream.
Oh, let me try listening to this.
Yeah, I just boosted the background audio a lot. I have no idea.
It sounds a little bit like I'm being drowned out by the music, but I don't know what to do about that because the music isn't that loud.
That's weird.
Sing some more. Jesus Christ, no. I'm going to start singing trash. I know all of the words to 1 Week by Bare Naked Ladies, and that is like my claim to fame. If I ever find fame, I will claim that song.
Very nice.
I'm about 300% better than I was. So, I turned from a single drop of water in a bucket to 3 drops of water in a bucket.
Yeah, so that's annoying. I don't really know why the audio got all messed up. Yeah, as it always is.
Cocked your head to the side and said you're crazy. I need to listen to that song now. Oh. So you know how when you go to really popular websites, sometimes they own like the websites that are really similar to their names
Oh yeah.
and like redirect it to the main website?
Yeah.
Why don't they do that with like handles? Like buyyoutube.com and so that when I type in accidentally youtube.com and then an N at the end, it just goes to youtube.com. You know what I wanted? I think they can manage that.
Ryan, ask me questions, then I will repeat the questions because no one can hear you, and then I will answer the questions. Or don't.
What?
For God's sake. Ryan, I just said, ask me questions, and I will repeat the questions, and then answer them.
Okay.
Because no one can hear you. So you'll be the ghost interviewing me.
What is better, beef or pork?
What is better, beef or pork? Beef is better. Pork is just cheap beef. Next question.
Are you aware that beef and pork are from different animals?
Am I aware that beef and pork are from different animals? I am.
Why do you hate pigs?
I eat lots of pork. That's because beef is more expensive.
Are you like a pig racist? A swinophile? Wait, what? This is a thing? I went to swipe in swinophile to make sure I didn't accidentally just offend anybody, and I learned out that swinophobia is a thing.
That's
and
good.
People who are afraid of pigs.
Okay, no one can hear it. It's okay, no one can hear you.
Alright, hold on. I think that's about... Okay, cool. So there's my answer to .com. And then Iowa Ensign says beef is greater than pork. I agree beef is greater than pork, but Breeze just shit on pork so hard. Like, you gotta give pork a fighting chance.
Yeah.
Let's see, questions.
Beef and pork, says the guy from Iowa. I mean, yeah, since you're from... Actually, I didn't know you were from Iowa. Yeah, you would... I believe your opinion on livestock is actually far greater than ours.
Alright, Breeze, I have some questions for you. Are you ready?
Alright,
Don't
Ryan?
let him about the only good thing from pigs is bacon, and that's only really good with beef. That's not true at all.
That's actually pretty
I need
astounding.
to... Have you ever had mapo tofu?
Pretty sure mapo tofu is ground beef.
Have you ever had ground beef in a slurry? Have you ever had the mince of China?
Have you ever had a beef smoothie?
Gesundheit. Is that like Fahrenheit, but in Germany? Alright, Breeze, what are your strengths?
Are you asking me interview questions?
Direct from monster.com.
I asked Ryan for interview questions, and he went to monster.com and found interview questions. For God's sake. One of you please, like, deliver me.
Like actual.
do something helpful.
Alright, Breeze.
It's
I'm having a lot of.
It's okay.
How many blankets are on your bed right now without looking?
Wall that breaks walls.
I have a real question.
I found a good list.
Oh God. I have an actual question about Aegis.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, what was the next question you were gonna segue into, Ryan?
Why is there fuzz on a tennis ball?
Why is there fuzz on a tennis ball? These are the questions that keep men awake at night. Why is there fuzz on a tennis ball, Ryan?
I'm asking you these questions.
I really don't know, to be honest.
If you were an animal, which one would you want to be?
Don't take. I need to know the answer to that last one before you move on to the next one.
I mean, I guess I can Google. Improves grip against the racket strings.
It improves grip against the racket strings, everybody. Okay. We got there.
Iowan tennis player.
Mr. Kaylor, just knock him out of park.
If you could, I already know the answer to this one.
Uh,
So I think I already know the answer to this one. If you could get rid of any one of the U.S. states, which one would you get rid of and why?
if I could get rid of any one of the U.S. states, which one would I get rid of?
I'm pretty sure I know what it is.
I don't think I should answer this, since I'm sure no matter what state I answer, we probably have backers from that state.
As long as you don't say Iowa, I think we're good.
I mean, realistically, the answer is always Florida.
There it is. That's exactly what I was thinking. The higher the fuzz count increases the amount of grip, which translates to higher spin, but also more dramatic angles off of harder courts. Thank you, Iowan tennis ensign.
Mr. Kaylor, do you have
How
any?
many times do a clock's hands overlap in a day?
I don't know if I even care about that
That's
question.
a lot of times. Holy shit.
I mean, is it
Wait, all three hands? I don't know.
24 times, Ryan?
Well, is it all three hands or is it just two?
I don't know, Ryan. You're the one who's looking at the question.
This is under the brain teasers category.
Brain teasers? That's a
How
brain
would you
teaser.
weigh a plane without scales?
That's a stupid question.
You dump it in the ocean.
So anyway, Ensign, Mr.
Right.
Kaylor, do you have any questions about the game?
Please.
While we're here, before we just start talking more about tennis balls, please save
I'm
me.
really good about talking about random.
It would be funnier if anyone could actually hear Ryan, but nobody can. So,
I can host my own. I can stream from my channel,
and I'm
and
not
then they
really
can just have both open and listen simultaneously.
right. Yeah, I'm not really good at narrating on my own. What has been the most interesting part of creating a game aside from art assets? Oh my god. Wait, how do you hear Ryan better now? That's interesting.
Because you turned me up.
Yes.
Maybe or she's on too. Oh. Alright, so anyway, what is the most interesting part about making a game? What is
Audible is the best thing anyone's ever called me.
Audible? He's been Audible. Oh, okay, I didn't even know that.
It's like one hell of a compliment.
Excellent. So the most interesting part about making a game, God, the most interesting part about making the game is probably the
Take it away, Gary.
sweeping, life-changing things that have happened to me because I made a game. Creating stuff tends to lead you down funny paths. Yeah, one of the most exciting parts was probably making the Aegis theme song. That's a relevant question. How does it feel having my own theme song?
What is your theme song?
It's the Aegis theme.
Hold on.
The da-na-na-na-na-na-na.
The one from the Kickstarter?
Yeah. That theme was real money to actually make.
Hold on. I don't know this theme. What is this theme?
Worth every penny.
Hold on, I'm at a loss.
And this is where Ryan reveals that he's never once watched our Kickstarter video, apparently.
No, that's what I just asked that. I'm sad. I asked if it's the one from the Kickstarter.
Yes, it's the one from the Kickstarter.
I'm sorry I couldn't recognize that by you going, nah, 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 nah.
It's a really recognizable theme.
Go away. Goes to www.robotstrategygame.com to listen to the theme song. Okay, that's enough of that. It's a banging song.
Can't you open every...
That's probably
I'm
true.
so excited for the Saturday morning.
We need like an appropriate, we need an appropriate opener.
For the Saturday morning Aegis cartoon?
We already have that. We need like an appropriate stream / video opening thing that uses the theme song. Yeah, because that actually would make sense.
I would totally do that if I had the first clue have.
I know you would, Ryan.
There's so many things that I would do if I knew how to do them.
Let's see. Let's see. It's the morning cartoon of being crazy. You just. What
was that Gene, Mark Griffin, Anthony Bedelli? I thought it was someone from the Sentinels Gamosphere that made it.
Oh no, that was actually a dude that we met at GDC, and when I was really desperate for new music the first time we did the Kickstarter, because the music that we were using was super bad on the first campaign. I hate it. It was just this canned dubstep wub wub music. And then that was some dude named Matt Solomon, and he is a very good composer from the Boston area, which is funny because we met him in San Francisco, but he was actually just from where we lived. So when the time came to get music produced, I just it was just I think it was just the most recent musician who had contacted us. So I was like, okay, you. And that for all freelancers out there, that's pretty much what happens, I think. It's like, oh crap, we need something done really fast. What's the email closest to the top of the inbox?
It's actually great advice for being.
Just always message, always be messaging. So yeah, he did a great job. It was actually really a lot of fun back and forth with that music.
Just to point out,
Yes.
I have infinite, really bad interview questions if you ever want more.
I know you got more interview questions, Ryan. Oh, thank God. What would I ever do?
How far apart is the hour and minute hand at 3:15?
How far apart is the hour and the minute hand at 3:15? They're overlapping.
Are they?
Probably about slightly 1/4 the way between whatever the distance between the 3 and the 4 is. 1/4 of that. There, I did it.
You have 2 pieces of rope, each of which burns from one end to the other in 30 minutes. If different pieces touch the flame, the flame will transfer from one to the other. You cannot assume any rope properties that were not stated. Given only one match, can you time 45 minutes?
That question is too long. I'm gonna go with the other question instead. So
What was the other question?
actually, I'm not really sure what the other question was, but it was something about if each commander had what zodiac sign is each commander. I think the question was in basically layman's terms.
Yeah.
So the Tiger Brothers, what is their zodiac sign? Is it the boar?
You know, this probably be easier with the Western zodiac because all of our commanders are. No, I guess they're all not quite the same age. I don't really know enough about the Chinese zodiac's personality traits to say for sure what the.
I can explain them all to you really quick, and then you can decide.
Okay, give me like one adjective for each zodiac sign. No, I'm talking to Ryan.
The rooster is outgoing.
I feel like they all say outgoing. I think I'm a horse, and it totally says that I'm like outgoing. But that's not true.
The horse has a nice personality.
None of the zodiacs are.
I guess you could be a horse. You're kind of like a horse. What's your weaknesses?
What was that?
You're.
Most of the Chinese.
I don't
Yeah?
see any of your weaknesses here, though.
Okay, let's try the Western zodiac, because that's a little bit easier. I already know a lot of aspects of the
I don't
Western.
know anything about Western zodiac.
I know a lot about the Western zodiac, so I could actually be pretty accurate with some of that. I think Einar is probably a Virgo
Who's a Virgo?
because Einar. Because he's probably very sharply critical of everything. He's like, crap, I'm the leader.
I like how Einstein's figuring out the clock problem. He's like, they would be roughly 1/48th of 360 degrees apart, so does math.
Quickly, consult MathBot in the Discord.
So which commander's in Aries?
Probably Atwal.
What about a Taurus?
I think Taurus is just an Aries, but less
With
angry.
horns? Oh,
It's just
wait.
like less angry, but more irritating, in my experience. So
A Gemini.
Geminis are.
I don't understand zodiac signs.
Well, you're a Virgo like me. We're born 2 days apart.
Yeah, I know.
But
We're not
Gemini's.
born 2 days apart. Our birthdays are 2 days apart. We were born like over 1,000 days apart. Calm down.
Gemini's. are emotional.
Who's emotional?
No, Geminis are
Gemini?
openly emotional. Cancers just sigh a lot.
What does this mean? I'm looking at this random webpage and it says Gemini's strength. Multifarious, perspicuous, smart, cheerful, quick-witted, clement, and charming. But then it says weaknesses are fickle, gossipy, and amphibian.
What?
What the fuck does
Wait,
that mean?
wait, what sign was that?
Gemini. It
The
says they're fickle, gossipy, and frogs.
I mean, yeah, that's
What?
yeah, that makes sense. I believe that.
Fickle, gossipy, and amphibian.
Please say that. Spell the word out loud. It's not amphibian.
Amphibian.
That's amphibian. There you have it, folks. Geminis are amphibians.
I really like this website because the Leo has more weaknesses than strengths, and I think that's funny.
Oh yeah, Leos suck. Just
What is that,
egotistic.
July to August?
They're just like
Born in July to August.
They're just like egotistical Virgos. Also, only in my experience. Disclaimer.
I don't understand.
I also
these at
only
all.
know the birthdays
All I
of like
understand so far
20
is
people.
amphibian.
So my
does that
sample
mean
size
all-
is very small. Double disclaimer.
I don't know this shit at all. All I know is that one of them's a fish. Yeah, there it is.
Pisces is like a sign. It just kind of means that you're boring.
Oh. Helping, elegant, perfectionist, modest, practical, clear-headed.
Yeah.
Do you think that defines us, Breeze?
Wait, what is that?
Virgo.
Oh, okay. What were the things again?
Helping, elegant, perfectionist, modest, practical, clear-headed.
I am very elegant and very modest.
Very modest. Breeze, you are the most modest.
I am
If you were a rodent, I'd call you
elegant.
Modest Mouse.
Wasn't there for the redesign. I really like the new Twin Brothers bot design. Me too. I actually think it looks. I think it looks ballin'.
Right?
Let me see. Let me open that guy up real quick. Grr.
What does it say for Aquarius? I got you, homie.
That's. I don't think I
Are
know
you ready
any.
for this?
I don't think I know any Aquariuses.
Original, tolerant, ideal, calm, friendly, charitable, independent, smart, and practical. But your weaknesses are changeful, disobedient, liberalistic, hasty, and a rebel.
What month is what date range is Aquarius?
January 20th to February 18th.
Oh. Yeah, I don't think I know anybody who was born in that date range.
Breeze, it says that we're picky, nosy, confining, and tortuous.
Yeah, that sounds about me. I am very picky. Well, actually, you're not very picky. I'm very picky. But here, check this out. Back and forth. There, I made some adjustments to the Gur art.
You know, it looks really good.
So, like, here's it before. Here's how it was passed in, and I like it looked a little bit too flat, so I had to separate his like face from the rest of him. So I think
It looks like the bad guy from Metal Gear.
Metal Gear. Is it Metal Gear?
Do you know the one I'm talking about?
Metal Gear.
Like the weird cat robot? that
Oh, oh, what the first boss in Rising Revengeance?
Yeah. The only Metal Gear game I've played in my entire life.
Quote unquote Metal Gear game.
I'm just gonna Google why Virgos suck and see what I get. Oh wait, what is this?
Excellent.
I
Ryan.
found a website called antivirgo.livejournal.
Antivirgo.livejournal.com.
In the very first post I found from 2014 is I'm a Capricorn, Pisces, Moon, and Gemini rising, and I have no clue what that means.
Yeah, people who get super into zodiac stuff is like a huge red flag. Just want to like stay clear away from them.
I don't understand zodiacs at all. I wish it was that easy. Just be like, when were you born? Alright, I guess we're friends.
I mean, I don't really know much about zodiacs, but like,
That's pretty much just grade school anyway.
I figure that somebody's if you're like a Virgo and you're born like close to like the Leo thing, then you have aspects of Leo. It's like a simple like RPG class sort of system.
Hold on, I'm gonna look into this. I'm gonna spend the rest of the night learning all about the Western Zodiac.
Get back to work.
What is this? I just found a...
But anyway, I need to, let's see, so yeah, I'd say Atwell's definitely a Taurus. I'm not really sure, not Atwell's definitely an Aries. I'm not really sure what Gamund would be.
Gamoon? Is there a fat slob one?
I know there's probably one exactly for Stell, but I don't really know what it is. Capricorn? What is Ryan, tell me what a Capricorn is.
Isn't that the... Hold on. Scroll. Excellent, intelligent, practical, reliable, perseverant, generous, optimistic, cute, persistent. Weaknesses are stubborn, lonely, and suspicious.
Yeah, it's not okay. Yeah, so Stell now canonically a Capricorn.
When is her birthday? You can choose any time between December 22nd and January 19th.
She can be born on December 25th because
She's a Christmas baby.
she's a Christmas baby. Stell can be the Jesus allegory.
If you could be any animal in the month you were born and ended with an R, how much does a pound of beef cost if you buy it with a coupon that expired last week?
What?
Well, hold on.
I think I just had to
If you
figure
could
this
be
out
any
the other day.
animal- If you could be any animal
Yes.
in the month you were born with ended with an R, how much does a pound of beef cost if you buy it with a coupon that expired last week? It's free because I'm a raccoon. I was born in September, and I found the expired coupon in a trash can, and I dug the roast beef out of the dumpster.
Ryan, get back to work.
It's canon.
It's canon.
I already did the work.
Then do more of the work.
I'm kind of having fun shit posting on the stream
I know, you can definitely do that too, but...
with Ensign. Hello, Ensign. How are you doing today? Stares at Twitch.
I wonder what Ix's hobbies are.
Can she play competitive Pokemon?
I wonder if Ixa would be the type to play competitive Pokemon. I don't think so.
Ensign, do you know anything about Pokemon? Like the card game? You seem like someone who might have played it once before. Without
No
knowing.
one plays the Pokemon card game.
I
It's
played
not...
the Pokemon card game.
I know, but...
I
you're-
had the most bull-tastic deck ever. I still have it online. Ensign, I'm glad you're having a great time.
I'm really sorry, Ensign, that you had to listen to this.
He said he's having a great time.
He's having a great time.
He's having a great time. Having a blast. I played a long time ago, like I still needed a ride to the game store from my grandmother. I see. Well, hit them with the water type and just kind of...
Yo, I'm like in my late 20s and I still need a ride to the game store from my grandmother. Look at you.
You thinky kids. Except normally it's not his really It is normally anybody else.
You've been demoted.
Wait, who's been demoted?
Is an auntie? I thought you were auntie before. Is that like lower? Is Grandma lower than Auntie on the hierarchy?
Who, me?
No, I'm not talking to you.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I got so confused.
Something butterscotch.
For anybody who wants to play a really bad game, the Elder Scrolls Online 10 real on Steam for $10.
If anybody wants to play a really bad game. Oh, you what? So let's see. What would
Bree,
re
what's your favorite robot anime? From the past 5 years.
in the past 5 years?
Yeah,
That's really hard
I know.
because there aren't any. Wait, I think Majestic Prince came out in the last 5 years, so probably that.
Majestic Prince.
Well, it came out in literally 2012 or 2013 or something.
"2013, you're safe.
Yeah.
What is your favorite non-robot anime that came out in the past year?
In the last year.
Yes.
And I watched quite a few shows last year, and quite a few shows this. Actually, I guess we're closing in on the final part of the year.
Yeah. The fall season's almost over.
And I've watched some shows. I've watched some anime this year, I think. And has it all been complete trash? I don't think so.
This year hasn't been complete
What?
trash.
The Girls Last Tour?
Yeah, we're gonna watch Girls Last
Oh my god.
What are they watching?
Japanese Steven Universe is pretty good so far, actually.
What is Japanese Steven Universe?
It's legitimately
Universe
like
Japanese?
it's legitimately like terrifying.
Is it just the dubbed version of Steven Universe?
No, it's a show called It's that Land of the Lustrous show about the ladies who are space rocks.
Oh,
They get kidnapped as jewelry, and it's actually like mortifying,
what?
like body horror,
Oh,
because they like just keep getting shattered and broken.
much as a 45-second teaser.
I thought I've shown you this before.
I don't know. You don't show me as much as you do.
Yeah, that's a really good show.
It's Yellow Diamond.
It is Yellow Diamond. Yellow Diamond is in the show. It's really funny. She's actually kind of a nice lady, unlike the other Yellow Diamond.
Oh, is this one of those CGI animes?
Yeah,
I can't tell from this teaser.
it's yeah, the CGI is really good, which is one of the main helpful things about it.
Huh. Looks like something.
It's also like the directing is really good, so even if the CGI weren't good, it would still look good. Because like the shots and the action are all really great. And like the pacing is good and stuff.
3-2, did your brain ever return back on?
Wow, my
Did
brain
you
shut
unplug
off there.
Plug it in again?
Back at the level, let me design a commander. I'll have to settle for the fact that my name is also Steve. Please. Please. The next time we do a Kickstarter, maybe you can get in on the design a commander thing. But just don't name your character Steve. Please. I had to jump through some real I had to jump through some really big mental hoops to make that one work.
To make Steve work?
But Steven.
Oh, I know what I'm gonna do.
You also can't name your character Kaylor because we already have a character that starts with K. So, Mr. Kaylor, what if you could design a commander? What kind of commander would you design?
Is this in the... I feel like I just missed a big step somewhere. Did I?
Yeah, it's just Ensign was.
Who's Kaylor?
That's Ensign.
Alright. I'm here.
Yeah, put colors on the robot and it looks pretty good. Look at it.
Yay, Breeze and his color. And his chicken feet.
It does have chicken feet.
It does have chicken feet. Look at you. Proud of you. Oh, it's... Hold on, I'm about to do everybody and never mind. I can do anything.
What are you gonna do, Ryan?
Depends when you ask that question.
I know, you just trailed off there for a sec.
That's because I launched a game.
Stop it.
So I found a shotgun in Borderlands
Ryan,
that
get out.
shoots explosions.
Ryan, get out of Borderlands.
Alright. Probably a GS type commander, someone who focuses majorly in stand your ground defenses, while lobbing the enemy with artillery. Buffing defense and small self-healing would be a theme. Very little mobility, however, make up for it by turtling up. Probably a turtle-themed bot. So, what's it called? The catapult turtle from Yu-Gi-Oh. Turtlepult.
Turtlepult.
Half shell catapult. Oh, it's actually just called catapult turtle. Okay. Excuse me. Man, do you remember when you used to play Yu-Gi-Oh? Tortillery. Does it shoot like little artillery shaped like turtle shells? And it automatically seeks out whoever is the closest to you. Tortillery. I like that one too. Once per turn, you contribute one monster to inflict damage to your opponent equal to half the tribute a monster's attack on the field. I'm still waiting for the perpetual motion commander.
The perpetual motion commander.
The rolling ball.
Oh my god.
So I watched a video earlier about glass blowing and like molding glass and stuff.
Did you?
It's crazy. Shoots a shot that can go over obstacles but doesn't land until next turn, essentially creating hazard hexes to cut off pathways for your opponent. With delayed strike, the target's a hex rather than an enemy. It's so you're bombarding them with artillery, but you're just shooting it so high in the air. It takes a turn to come down.
That's a pretty cool mechanic.
Possibly a line or burst, so it hits multiple hexes. It's like a meandering tower show, like actually,
It's actually great.
just with guns.
It's just like you declare all the you declare all the spaces that are going to get shot at the start of your next turn, and then your opponent has to deal with it.
I have to not go there. You go there, you die. Oh my lord.
See if I can draw this robot correctly, and that I don't just
Holy
clean
crap.
up. What, Ryan?
So you know that you've seen that video obviously. Yes, that's it exactly. You've seen that video obviously of the robot that like wobbles around and it has like 4 legs and like you can keep its balance.
The Boston Dynamics robot?
Yeah.
Yeah. What about
Did I
it?
ever tell you I almost got an internship at Boston Dynamics?
It's not too late, Ryan.
Huh?
It's not too late, Ryan.
It is so too late. I ended up getting it because they weren't ready for an intern, but I almost got it right out of high school. That would have been really cool. But they have a robot now that does backflips, and it's so cool.
Correct.
What's this? Yes, Robotech art.
Yes, somebody has spotted my Robotech art. This will be the stream where Breeze chokes on a carrot and dies.
On a carrot?
Absolutely.
It's not a mushroom. Can I make a public service announcement?
What's your public service announcement, Ryan?
Chicken nuggets are not a substitute for exercise and drinking water. That is all. Ryan, have you seen the Google AI figuring out how to walk/maneuver around obstacles? Yes, I have, and I love it all the time. I'm gonna watch it right now, even though I've seen it before. It's the best. Just figures out how to run. Did you see the thing about Facebook's AI? How they shut it down because it created its own language?
That was good.
You seen that? That was pretty awesome. It like didn't even create like its own language. It made what did it do? It made it took like the English language and like used random words that other robots understood, but to people looked like garbage.
Yeah. It's like made a more streamlined method of communicating, which is funny. Because it's exactly what humans do, but they do it over the course of hundreds of years. And not.
It's exactly what who does?
It's like they did exactly what humans do, but humans create new languages and like adapt new languages over hundreds of years, but The AI just did it in like a day. So it's just
Yeah.
like it just found a really streamlined way to do the thing.
AI is really cool. I wish I knew literally anything.
I know enough that it's going to kill us.
Is it?
Yeah, probably.
What is this video I just stumbled across? Excuse me.
Behold my ability to actually draw this robot correctly.
I found a video of.
Is it about
just
robots,
bad
Ryan?
robots. Yeah, I found a video about bad robots.
Oh no. Can we talk about
It's
Aegis?
pretty great. There's one where they have that Boston Dynamics robot just like kind of fall on banana peels. Oh, I like this one. I want this. I'm gonna send you. So there's this robot, right?
Don't send it to
Yeah.
me, Ryan. I can't watch it.
It's not a video. It's for later. But there's this robot, and it's this like I think I can probably put this in. I don't know. But it's like, you know those like Zen gardens? It's like a perpetual Zen garden
Yeah?
where it's got like the rake on one side and on the other side is just like a plow, and it just spins in a circle and plows over everything that the rake rakes.
That's cool.
Are there any other robots getting updated art?
It's just these, unless I decide to open Ab 1000.
What? I'm sorry.
So Ryan, what about, so tell me about something more useful than what you're doing. Can you hear me? There you
Yeah. So I'll tell you about something more useful that I'm doing.
go.
Have a good night, 3-2. Let's see, something more useful than what I'm doing right now. To be honest with you, I think I'm doing the pinnacle of human evolution. I'm pretty sure there is nothing more useful than what I'm doing right now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Most impressive.
I am perfect. Oh, did I see Ensign logging off?
Alright, see you
Have
later.
a good night, Unsight.
See you later. Thanks for stopping by.
So the guy you're making right now, he's the XL 1000.
Yes.
Yes.
Leaving? Let's see. Boom. Alright, Ryan, we have 15 minutes left. Would you like to fill it with content?
Ouch. Should I get something fun, though? So,
Because, yeah, I'm not really good at doing the narration thing, so I need you. Are you
let's
leaving?
see.
What's up? Um,
Apparently, Uber covered up a giant data breach in.
this is not relevant at all.
No, not in the least.
I don't care about Uber. Oh my god.
What is Pat Labor? Or Pat Labar?
Outlaber's pretty sweet.
What's it about?
About police robots.
That sounds
Yes,
pretty cool.
I've never actually seen it. It's apparently pretty sweet. It's by a famous director dude.
It's by a famous director, dude. Let's
Yeah,
see, who is this
Mamoru
famous
Oshii.
Mas. Mamoru Oshii. What else has he made?
He's done quite a few movies.
Looks like he did a lot of filmography. Oh my god. He's done so much stuff that they couldn't fit under his regular. So they have a separate category just for his filmography. I don't know. Do you think anime is getting better or worse?
Alright, I've returned.
Look. I literally just googled. I found a list for the top 100 mecha anime.
Yeah.
I'm curious how well you agree with them.
See, this is relevant content.
I'm gonna. I don't know how. I wonder if there's any of these that you
1
haven't
minute
seen.
to
Or...
fix my things. Okay, what were you saying?
I wonder if there's any of these that you haven't seen or heard. I'm gonna quiz you for the last 10 minutes of content on your robot anime knowledge.
Yeah. All right, what we got?
All right, SDF Macross.
I've never seen Macross, but I know
What's
that
up?
it's Robotech. It's actually the robot that's in the top bottom right corner of the screen. In the
Is
80s,
that from Macross?
yeah, in the 80s they renamed it to Robotech and they published it as an American show, kind of like Voltron.
Oh jeez.
So yeah, Macross is Robotech.
Alright, keep scrolling until I see one that I haven't heard you talk about before. Razafon?
Dude, I've seen Razafon. Razafon was on Tech TV. It's like really crappy Evangelion, but it has like really bizarre art direction, which is cool. But it's almost beat for beat the same thing as Evangelion. Like similar characters, similar plot structure. I think the first episodes are actually almost like a. I swear to God, like when I was a teenager and I was watching Razafon, the first episode is like shot for shot Evangelion. I'm like, what is going
really?
on? Yeah, I was like, I remember. I don't know if that's I can back that up now. I would have to like watch them both side by side, but like I remember I had watched Ava around the same time as Razafon, and watching the first episode of Razafon, I'm like, what is going on? This is literally Evangelion. Same stupid thing happens where he's like standing in the street next to like a phone booth and he looks off in the distance, there's a girl standing there and the camera does a blink and she's gone, and it's like the same thing as frickin' Ava. But yeah.
Stupid.
So it's like a little bit, it's a really bizarre show. But it's like, because like Bones is really good at doing stuff that looks really cool but really bad at writing anything. Like Eureka 7 is really cool, but also has some pretty awful writing in general.
Go through this list and you can give each one a rating on 1 to 10.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Like off the top of your head.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Okay. What you got?
Alright. Macross.
I haven't seen Macross.
Oh, that's right, you just said it. Gundam.
Which Gundam?
Just
There's only like 34,000 Gundam shows, Ryan. Rate
What's your
Gundam. It's like saying to me, rate
You
movies.
haven't seen Iron Blooded Orphans yet, right?
I've actually seen, I've seen up to like episode 12 of Iron Blooded Orphans.
I want to watch that. I saw the first 2 episodes.
It's like, I think I was talking about this with you at some point before, but it's like I have no idea if I should be taking it seriously or not. It wants to be a really serious show so bad because it's a Gundam show, but at the same time it's like just melodramatic and stupid enough where it's like really hard to take it seriously.
I see.
And it's like, I guess that's always kind of been Gundam's bag, but the only one that's ever worked on for me is G Gundam, because it's a show that all actually knew that it was stupid. Whereas like all the other shows,
Is that how it works?
like I've seen like Gundam
Civilization
00
is
and I've
the
seen
key.
like Gundam 00 and Gundam Seed. And they take themselves so seriously, but they're also really stupid. They're like really
Alright.
trashy
Those are
teen
gonna talk about
dramas.
Gundam. We're gonna move on to other robot anime.
Okay.
Tourism. Pat Labor.
That Labor is sweet, but I like the robot design a lot, and I haven't seen it yet though. It's on my list.
Alright. I think one of your favorites, Gurren Lagann.
Dude, Gurren Lagann is like permanently 10 out of 10.
Alright.
It's just the greatest hit. It's like the greatest hit soundtrack of all of your favorite artists, except your favorite artists are robot shows.
So these next 2 shows I know nothing about, but
Yeah.
I know that they're popular. And they're also considered... This is numbers 5 and 6 of the top 100 mecha anime of all time.
Oh boy.
Number 5 is Code Geass.
Okay, wait, well what number was Gurren Lagann?
4.
Oh, okay, that's good. Because like, there's no way some idiot put Code Geass above Grand
I've been going
Lagan.
in order. I've been going in order. So it's number 1 was Macross, number 2 was the Gundam series, number 3 was Pat Labor, and number 4 was Gurren Lagann.
I feel like it's unfair to lump the entire Gundam franchise into one thing.
Probably.
But okay. Wait, what site is this on?
Listchallenge.com.
Okay. That sounds like a very reputable source. But
Shut up.
so what one am I rating? Oh, Code Geass.
Yeah.
I think okay, so I've actually written really long essays about why I think Code Geass is awful. But I'm sure people will fight me on it because everybody loves Code Geass.
So, what's your rating on 1 out of 10?
I think Code Geass has gotten better over time. I don't really know what I would rate it out of 10 these days, but like, originally when it came out, it was such a stupid cash grab show where they put every single possible trope into one series. But now like every show does that, and by comparison, Code Geass is like has artistic integrity compared to garbage like Crossange. Crossange was a show. I think you remember me watching that, right?
Probably.
It's the one with the dragons and the mean girls.
I definitely remember you talking about it.
It's really stupid show. But like, yeah, it was like compared to Code Geass, like Code Geass is like high art compared to Crossange. Oh no, Code Geass is fine, I guess. I mean, it's just Scryed with roller skating robots, so it's whatever.
So 1 out of 10, what's it get?
That's 1 out of 10. It's true. I'll just stick with my guns. I'll just give Code Geass a 1.
Amen.
It was the Sword Art Online of its time.
Next up is Ghost in the Shell, 1995.
Ghost in the Shell is not a mecha anime. What the fuck is this? Next.
This is actually shit. Next up is Yamato.
Yamato is also not a mecha show. Not only does Yamato not have any... Yamato doesn't even have any robots in it.
Here, I found this list. This is a better list.
Except for, like, the mascot robot, which is like a it's like a talking red can of aerosol with an annoying voice.
Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Neon Genesis Evangelion is awesome.
1 to 10.
I'll rate Ava a 10 just because it's Ava, I guess.
Aldnoah 0.
Aldnoah 0 is some crap.
Is it?
I don't actually know anything about it other than that kids like it these days.
What's next? Eureka 7.
Eureka 7 is really, really good. Up until...
Full Metal Panic.
Hey, I'm not done. Let me give my blurbs.
Oh, I'm sorry.
God, what's wrong with you?
I got excited. This list is shorter, so I can probably get through all of it.
So, yeah, Eureka 7.
Yes, your blurbs about Eureka 7.
Eureka 7's like really good, except for when the writers all of a sudden decided that it wasn't. And it's like, it had like all this, it probably has like some of the best world building of like any anime ever made. It is like the coolest world. And like the coolest like art designs, and there's so much thought put into like the naming conventions behind all the characters and all the robots and stuff. But then
It looks
the
really
show's,
pretty too.
but then and it's really, really pretty to look at. But then like the show's plot itself is like the worst. It's actually the worst. It makes they just like throw sense out the window after a point, and it becomes about like quantum physics and a bunch of crap you don't care about, and like space coral.
Oh, that sounds fun.
And they could have just, made it not do that, and just enjoyed the
I
fact
see.
that it was like about a bunch. It was basically just like a giant '60s revolutionary. It was like a show about surfing robots where everything was a '60s reference, and everything was like a reference to, like '60s music and surf culture. But like yeah, then it was stupid. So anyway, what's next? Full Metal Panic, you said?
Full Metal Panic, yeah.
I have never
Produced by
seen.
Gonzo, winter 2002.
I have not seen Full Metal Panic actually. Gonzo made some good stuff though. It always actually no. Gonzo
Full
made
Metal
some.
Panic
Gonzo made some profoundly mediocre stuff, but they always tried something different, and I can respect that.
I see. Next is Pat Labor, which we already looked at. Macross Plus.
Oh, I actually own Macross Plus. I remember seeing it on like Sci-Fi or whatever. And
Macross Plus is older than I am.
Yeah. Macross Plus is the first thing the Cowboy Bebop director did, actually.
Oh.
So, it's only like a 4-episode little thing.
Shoji Kawamori.
What about him?
It's co-directed by Shoji Kawamori and Shinichiro Watanabe.
Yeah, Watanabe is the Cowboy Bebop guy. Shoji Kawamori is some guy who plays with Legos, and sometimes he makes anime.
Oh. I see. After Macross Plus, we have Gunbuster.
Yeah! Ryan, you've seen
Yeah.
Gunbuster.
I've seen this one.
Yeah, Gunbuster is
I
some
don't
top
watch-
quality.
Gunbuster's good. Gunbuster and Diebuster. After that we have Mobile Suit Gundam, the 8th MS team.
Oh, I did see 8th MS Team. Pete showed me that. It's actually, 8th MS Team's sweet.
Yeah.
It's like, the Vietnam War, but with Gundams. Like, everything's, like, realistic, and it's, like, about using real tactics in battle and stuff, and they're, like, in the jungle, and nobody wants to be there.
Oh wow.
It's like, it's a pretty cool show.
I might check that one out.
Yeah, it's, like, probably the most, high IQ Gundam show.
After that, I think we have the newest one on this list from 2014, produced by Bones. We have Tenkai Knights.
Tenkai Knights is a toy.
What?
Tenkai Knights is a series of toys. They're transformable Legos.
I think they also made a show.
Yeah, I have no idea how good the show is, but I highly doubt it's better than Metabots.
Well, do research. Next up is Giant Robo.
Giant fucking Robo.
Robo.
Giant Robo is like... Giant Robo is freaking
I've
top
seen this
tier.
one too. I remember this one. The show with no middle.
Yeah, Giant Robo is top class.
After Giant Robo, I think we have the oldest one on this list,
What is it?
which is Megazone 23.
Megazone 23. That's like a show that you would find at Blockbuster on VHS.
It's from 1985.
Yeah.
Fucking old. After that, we have the one I asked you about, 5-Star Store.
Oh, 5-Star Store? I really want to watch that after finding out about it. Like, my Anime News Network just did a article about it not too long ago.
This is the one I asked you about that long time ago, right?
Yeah, I guess, yeah, you sent me a screenshot of a robot, and you're like, what's this from? And I'm like, I have no idea. But then, yeah, apparently it's from
But it looks
5-Star
really
Stories.
cool. I
'Cause,
think you
yeah,
told me it was a piece of fan art.
So the entire premise of 5-Star Stories, I guess, is that the author's not barely an author, he's just like a concept artist. And like 5-Star Stories was his outlet to put his cool character designs all over something in context.
Oh.
So that's
Sounds pretty cool.
so yeah, you have like 5-Star Stories, and he made another movie recently in like the last few years called Gothic Maid. And it came out in theaters in Japan,
Called
right?
Thick Maid?
Gothic Maid. And it came out in theaters in Japan, and he's just never releasing it on disc. He's just like, LOL, it was like a labor of love for like 12 people, and it was like at a really small production staff, and it looks incredible. Like the animation is like stunning, because you can find trailers for it on YouTube. And
Sounds pretty baller. And then,
but then he just like decided, lol, I'm never gonna actually release this. So the only people who have ever seen it are like him and like people who saw it in theaters when it came out. I guess the author is really eccentric and like kind of a jerk. But anyway, what was the next one?
So this is the last one on the list.
Yeah.
It is Dango?
What?
Dango?
Dang
Raja
it.
Taisai Dango?
Spell it.
Dangaioh?
Oh, Dengai O.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one. But I know about it.
I think I'm gonna make it a point that by next Wednesday I'm gonna the first couple episodes of these shows.
You should, yeah, you should do that. Just go watch the Pat Labor. Pat Labor is a movie. I think it's also a TV show, but it is a movie.
Man, Code Geass looks really cool. Which kind of really sucks.
I mean, if you watch Code Geass,
Zero looks really cool, but apparently it's butt.
If you watch Code Geass, you would probably like it.
That's... What does that say, though?
Well, the thing is, the show is... The show, Code Geass as a show is literally manufactured to be really entertaining. It just uses, like, a lot of tropes from, like, every Gundam show they had ever made. And then they got, like, the Gao Gaigar character designer to put boobs on everything. And then they also, like, interspliced it with, like, dumb school drama that made no sense. But yeah, it was basically just like that show. It was like a show, like, manufactured to appeal to literally everybody.
So far, the only thing I've seen about Code Geass is Code Geass Abridged.
Oh, also, it's basically Death Note. That's what it is. It's Gundam Seed and Death Note put together.
I'll take this chip and eat it.
Yeah, like, honestly, though. It's just, like, really, really hammy and It's, like, really, really hammy and dramatic, and everyone strikes, like, JoJo poses. But yeah, it was, like, it had all the things that made JoJo and Death Note and Gundam popular all wrapped into one show.
I still need to watch more of JoJo. I like how... My favorite thing about JoJo so far is it in of itself is a meme. And I think that's a good thing.
I like that it, for the longest time, for like 20 years, it was just like the most highbrow, like, manga that you could ever read. Because it was just that, it was that shonen manga that only cool kids knew about. And then as soon as it got an anime, it became like a freaking meme. Like overnight. Everybody was watching JoJo overnight, and then it became really, really popular with like 12-year-olds. And like all these...
Is that a motherfucking JoJo reference?
And like I have no idea how the JoJo community reacts to it. But like everybody who liked JoJo before the anime came out is like 30. But now JoJo's like main audience is like a bunch of like 14-year-old meme lords.
Alright.
It's like really
That's
funny.
the end of my list.
It's like a really basic list. Who put that crap together?
Yeah. Well, the other one was 100 mecha animes that apparently had nothing.
Yeah, we gotta go through the other one next week.
The 100 mecha one?
Yeah, where half of them probably aren't even mecha, but whatever.
I mean, let's see if I can scroll through any of these really quick and find something I know. Just randomly come across fucking Naruto. Trigun?
Trigun is not a mecha. Wait, is it 100? Does that really say top 100 mecha anime?
Top 100 mecha anime of all time.
Trigun doesn't even have any robots. Trigun is a freaking like Trigun is like a
Last
sci-fi
Exile?
western. Last Exile is steampunk.
Last Exile?
Last Exile is a steampunk show about airships.
Steam Boy?
I don't know if Steam Boy has any robots either.
Cowboy Bebop?
Cowboy Bebop also distinctly has no robots.
Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind?
Nausicaa has robots in the opening sequence. They're like
Getter Robo was number 77.
Getter Robo is number 77. Getter Robo invented the combining robot genre. And apparently it's not as good as it's not as good of a mecha show as Trigun, I guess.
What the fuck? Die Buster's number 85. I hate this list. What is this? What is Tetsujin 28?
It's Gigantor.
Did you say historic?
Gigantor.
I wonder how old it is though.
Really old.
Looks like it's from like the 40s.
It is.
It is from the 50s, my bad. With an anime from the 60s. That show's old as shit.
It was like one of the precursors to Giant Robo. It had like the whole trope with the kid, and he yelled into his watch to summon the big honkin' robot.
The big honkin' robot.
Alright, but yeah, I'm pretty much done here.
It looks good.
Like, this guy'll turn out good. I'm gonna, like, adjust his face a little bit. I'm gonna adjust his
face
arm.
looks like a pastry.
Yeah, I'm gonna, like, adjust his face. I'm gonna adjust his arms.
Pastry face.
I gotta make his, bullets look like they're ready to do a magnificent rondo.
Does he have sword legs?
No, so the thing is, if you look over here at this guy's, like, tail thing, I just decided to, like, split it in half, and that became his leg, sort of.
Oh.
So, like, kind of, like, trying to, like, carry, like, some weird little transitional things.
This is actually just a really bad list. Now that I'm looking at it, I'm looking at like the little blurb about it, like the description of the list.
Yeah?
And it says mecha anime known in Japan as robot.
Mecha anime known in Japan as what?
Robot anime.
Oh my god! Who made this list?
And it's broken down into two subcategories of super robot and real robot.
No, it's not. Trigun is on there. Or do any of these entries have like little blurbs next to them, or what?
No.
Like, is there any explanation of why Trigun is on a list of mecha anime?
I like how I found like the worst list possible.
If there's a comment section, I need you to tell him that he made the worst list possible.
So another thing I noticed is you can score these lists.
Yeah.
This is rank number 13,171 of 13,170.
What?
This is literally the bottom list.
That's great.
Wow. That's pretty bad.
Alright. Let's see. And now let me do something real quick that would let me say I actually accomplished something with this robot on the stream. Which would be, you go like this, and I hit select inverse. Except I don't, because I have to tighten the arm. There you go, sport. Whoops. And his wing over here is also open. Gotta close your line art. Always close your line art, kids.
Always close your line art. I don't know what that means, but do it.
It means when you go to select something, it doesn't select anything inside of the line art. Select inverse. B. Select blue. Select this shade of blue that Etwall's robot is. And then you go... Whoops, I made a new file.
There's an Instagram account of this guy who just takes pictures of hotel carpets and posts up like all the different designs, and it's pretty great.
He does what?
He takes pictures of hotel carpets and he just posts them online like designs.
Yeah.
It's my hotel carpet.
Alright, let's see. Alright, putting down the base colors for this guy.
You already have his base colors. Blue.
Yeah, blue. Just straight up.
It's just straight up blue. What is Poppet's Gemini sign? Or what is Poppet's sign?
Poppet is probably a Taurus.
You think so?
Yeah.
Alright, I guess I can see that. Not knowing anything about zodiac signs whatsoever.
Yeah, quickly do a Google on what Taurus is.
Right?
You got it pulled up, Ryan? Are you alive, Ryan?
No.
Okay, sounds good.
I thought it would.
So what's the deal?
What's what deal?
I asked you to look up what a Taurus is.
Oh, I thought you said you were Googling them.
No! How would I be
Alright,
Googling
one
it?
sec. I don't know. It's late.
Yeah.
I have this wooden folding chair.
Almost.
WTF is a Taurus. Taurus taste lies, so they will not tell. Okay, that's dumb.
Bum.
I found literally 40 different web pages that say 20 interesting zodiac sign facts about Taurus.
Alright, but give me the quick. What are the Tauruses? What does Taurus do? Alright, because I'm gonna sign off right now if you can't tell me what Taurus does.
Taurus is all about the reward. Unlike Aries, love of the game, Taurus loves the rewards of the game. Think physical pleasure and material goods for those born under the sign, revel in delicious excess. They are also a tactile a lot, enjoying a tender, eating. They're a tactile a lot.
Yeah, it sounds like Poppet. So, perfect. We got there.
Alright, so Poppet's a bull, Etwall's a sheep, and Gamoon's a slug.
Alright. Perfect.
Alright, good night, everybody.
Alright. Yep, we good here, fam. Have a good night, everybody. Well, actually, I
Thank
guess
you, everybody, for
let's
tuning
look
in
at. So here's XL 1000,
Aegis stream.
and here's the Get 1000, and they both came out looking pretty good. I'll put the shadows on them and fix up their details
looking
off
banging.
stream. But yeah, they're looking banging. They don't look like, oh, there's definitely an upgrade going
They
on.
don't look not banging.
All right, we did it!
Yay!
Yay!
Yeah.
All right.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.